Hi, this is John Howley for the Legal Side Simplified. People ask me all the time, what should I study as an undergrad in order to prepare myself for law school and become a great lawyer? Well, there are a number of subjects that you really should study, and some of them will surprise you. But let's start with what you need to develop. You need to develop yourself in the areas of logic, reasoning, dealing with abstract concepts, problem solving, listening, and communication. Those are the things you need to develop about yourself in order to succeed in law school and also in order to be a great lawyer. So where do you start? I think a good foundation is in philosophy, mathematics, and music theory. All of these courses will develop your abilities in the areas of logic, reasoning, dealing with abstract concepts, and problem solving. And they may also make you a more creative person, which is a very good thing in and outside of the law. Next, you need to study American history and government. And I stress government, not political science, because you need to understand the institutions that form the system that we call a democracy. Obviously, you should start, or at least include, the Constitution, the Federalist Papers, the Anti-Federalist Papers, but you also need to study the entirety of American history, the Civil War, Reconstruction, the Civil Rights Amendments to the U.S. Constitution that changed the relationship between the federal and state governments, that also changed the relationship between the people and their governments. You need to study how the antitrust laws protected us and protected our democracy from robber barons. You need to study the Great Depression and the social welfare laws and the securities laws and the other laws that came out of the Great Depression. You need to study the New Deal. You need to study the Civil Rights Movement. You need to study Ronald Reagan's presidency, because you cannot understand American law unless you understand American history. Next, you have to study some economics. I had a wonderful professor as an undergrad, Tad Kuroda, who taught me about the economic influences on the U.S. Constitution. And in fact, all of our laws are influenced by economics. Obviously, contract laws, securities, antitrust, tax laws, it's obvious that those laws are influenced by economics, but so are our labor and employment laws. So are our personal injury laws. You cannot be a successful personal injury lawyer unless you understand the economics of insurance, because you'll never get paid unless you understand insurance. Family law, trust and estates, divorce, child support, all of these laws have an economic component that you need to understand in order to be a truly great lawyer. And I've saved the most important for last. You must study science. I hate it when lawyers say, oh, I became a lawyer because I'm no good at math and science. The fact is, the scientific method is critical to an understanding of the law. Our rules of evidence are designed to help us determine what is reliable evidence, what is unreliable evidence, what is the truth, and what is false. And if you have a good understanding of the scientific method, if you know the difference between a hypothesis and a theory, if you know how things are proved and disproved, you will be a much better law student and a much better lawyer. So the bottom line is, get a good, solid, broad, liberal arts education. That is the best way for you to succeed in law school, and it's the best way for you to prepare to be a great lawyer. Now, I know I have a lot of friends out there who are lawyers and a lot of friends out there who are in academia. I would love to know what you think about this. So please, let's start a conversation in the comments below. This is John Howley for the Legal Side Simplified. I'll be back soon.